Alright, everybody! Welcome to the Grand Finals of NASB and ESC Tournament 40. We have a rematch of our winners semi-finals. The battle for NA continues once more, with Miity going up against ZingZangZoom with an incredible performance in losers quarterfinals, losers semi-finals, and losers finals. ZingZangZoom finds themselves on the precipice of something fantastic. A potential to run back this bracket. But Miity, they ain't letting that one happen. They're bringing out Mr. Krabs once again. And I don't know about you, but I'm hoping for a phenomenal performance because they have been fantastic to watch thus far. And I'm hoping they're going to do more great plays. But this is a very dangerous stage for either of these characters to be played on or against. We've already seen how dangerous their aerial combos can be if they are used appropriately. And boy howdy, do I not want to see one of them go south. And I'll tell you what else. We just saw it come into effect there twice even. Because if you recover below stage on Rooftop Rumble, it's very linear due to the platform being as it is. And Mr. Krabs' money bag a lot more likely to hit. And big hitbox with 2 bars as well. Very big hitbox. Good use of the side B should get a kill. And it does, as I was saying that. A prophet I am. Maybe. 145 damage on Eugene though. One of those big hits coming out from Danny should secure himself a stock. Trying to find it there, but Miity! Oh my god! That was a pretty damn good looking play. I'm surprised it didn't get a stock. But it's dime time, gamers. Mr. Krabs' first dime and his lucky dime is ready to go. But does he even need it when he's got this swordfish to do whatever he needs to do? It's not gonna be real. Rooftop is volatile. Oh my goodness! That was a gambit of emotions right there. I can't believe the Miity made it back on stage, but they did. And then they got punished to get into the stage. That's a good play from ZingZangZoom to punish below platform there. Fantastic gaming all around, I must say. Alright, now we're going to find some gold. We're digging for gold. 42% is a good one to get a good spot dodge coming out into a couple of those down jabs. I'm telling you, the down light jabs from Mr. Krabs are wild. They are so strong. And if your opponent's bad at spot dodging, they're good for shield pressure too, and ledge control too. Ooh, a slime powered up B. I mean, the slime powered up B didn't get the kill, but the follow-up after it did, so that's pretty exciting to see, I guess. Alright, ZingZangZoom does not want to let that bar continue. Fantastic controlling of their combo and the space around them, but they'll find it kill until it comes time to get back on stage, in which case a very simple dash attack will do the trick very nicely. Okay, Miity trying to get out of some of these more volatile combos with spot dodges, but ZingZangZoom just keeping up the pressure with rapid jabs as opposed to any kind of like fancy mix-ups. Miity, they just kind of need to slow things down a little bit here. They need to go for bursts of aggression rather than the constant aggression to try and space ZingZangZoom out a little bit. Who, by all means, has been going pretty darn aggressive for this portion of the match. Good money back to space things out. It's a great tool for that when you got 1 bar. Get it to another, it'll be even better. But, ooh, okay, he does recover. He gets a dash in after the initial one failed. He found his way back on stage, but that should kill. Oh, Rooftop was a good pick for ZingZangZoom to collect for their troubles into this game. Dashing in, more of the rapid jabs I was mentioning, just making the shield outplay a bit harder. Mr. Krabs finding a bit of gold, not quite filling up that blue bar all the way. Maybe 1 more coin will do the trick. Okay. Just trying to fish with the side B, pun intended, I'm sure. Has the fully charged, the blue bar charged, so these neutral Bs are gonna hurt. Using a good one there. Not finding a stock on the follow-up up light, but almost did. Showing your opponent you have the capacity to do it is a good way of showing that you are prepared to do crazy things, and unfortunately for ZingZangZoom, they ZingZangZoom their way into a hurt and a bit of pain as they are hit by the side B empowered final hit. Oh, if he'd had a couple more coins, that could have been a dime and a win from Eugene, but Miity only just getting that dime meter all the way filled up now. This is time where things get very dangerous. And look at the coin! It's half of Rooftop Rumble! That's the entire platform on top, and there it is! The dime secures Miity their first win in Grand Finals. It's perfect. It's so good. Speaking of some SpongeBob SquarePants, we are going to Jellyfish Fields for Game 2 of our Grand Finals. The home field advantage is in Miity's favour. You can see Mr. Krabs' anchor-shaped house on the veranda. But I don't think that ZingZangZoom wants him to be too comfortable, because we've seen Danny do some pretty darn things that you would not want to have happen to you when you're playing on a stage like this, because he can really abuse how tight the side blast zones are on Jellyfish Fields for stocks. Almost found it there, but I think at this point, Miity, they've played a fair share of these Danny games. They've got a good idea of how to DI out, but clearly not enough to where they had to die to that one. Probably too difficult to get out of, or they were just like, screw it, I ain't getting out of this one, so let's just die with dignity, hey? Right. Now, I mentioned this in the semi-final, I'll mention it again now. Just fishing using the incredible range of that forward light air from Mr. Krabs is so good. Just space out your opponent and get them where you don't want them. Ooh, good use of the money bag there from Eugene. Keep the money flowing, Mr. Krabs. It's doing wonders for you. But they are still a stock behind, so Miity would feel a lot more comfortable if they could close that gap. But I don't think ZingZangZoom wants to let them. Good set. Oh, the shield from Miity to avoid what was surely going to be a killer combo from ZingZangZoom there. ZingZangZoom is just playing so damn well in this game. Not using the Phantom Scream, mixing it up with a couple of basic kits as well. Oh, good use of the side B from Miity to potentially secure a stock, and indeed they do. ZingZangZoom, you better secure this stock pretty quickly, because that dime meter is pretty much full. A couple of extra coins and he is there. There's the coins, there's the dime. He's 117 damage though, so Miity is gonna have to make it count if he finds it. ZingZangZoom going for a pretty safe recovery option. Oh my god, Miity really wants to make this dime work for them. They committed 2 slime bars and find pretty much nothing for it. That's a heartbreaker, you know? You get it twice in the set. You get it twice in the game, I should say. Once in the first set, once again in this last set. You're feeling confident on your dime play. You're feeling confident. But sometimes you don't want to use your... You just don't want to always use your slime meter, you know? When you're like 170%, maybe you just die, take the 2 bars into your next life. Oh, using a forward smash, that's audacious. ZingZangZoom had a mild punish for that with the up throw into a neutral air, not finding much for it, but that definitely found a bit of something. Chasing with the down strong and using Phantom Scream on platform to try and stock, but Miity already in his iframes. These two players clearly know each other very well when it comes to this matchup, because they are doing some crazy stocks like that you only get when you know the character you're playing against and the player you're playing against oh so well. Good use of slime bar there to get a grab, but unable to really find much for it. Miity going straight for the safety of ledge and the iframes it provides. Very nicely done. Using jabs instead of the throws they've been relying on thus far, and trying to get a bit of Sailor Talk in, but unfortunately not finding much more than a dolphin-shaped swear bubble on screen for their troubles. ZingZangZoom using that ever so strong dash, but not quite finding the kill for it. Gonna throw Eugene in the air, tries to extend using Jellyfish Field's platform, but not quite finding it. And now Miity, they're mixing their play up a bit in a very big way, and I like seeing it. If you've been using too many grabs, start throwing a couple of jabs in there instead. And Krabs, that's a lot of alliteration there, finds himself a stock. And this is the last stock he has to play with, so he really has to make this one work in his favor. Oh! But ZingZangZoom goes 8 no way! And equalizes the set 1-1. Alright, we are going into game number 3. Let's see who's going to get this set over the hump with a win. And both players are definitely wanting to keep that the way it is, because they do want to not... God, that was a weird way of saying it. They do not want to find themselves a game down, especially if you're ZingZangZoom, alright? But this stage did very well for them in their set against the Ember of Intendin? Sorry, very bad names, as I've mentioned multiple times tonight already. But they were pretty good here against Nintundist. They were pretty damn good here against Militia. And let's see if they can continue that legacy of Danny-related success on this stage going into this game against Miity. I'll tell you what, Miity kind of messed up a combo there that could have potentially sold up stock, and they wasted a slime bar for it too, which makes it hurt just a little bit more. But fishing once again, using the oh, it's a fish, that makes it even funnier. Fishing once again, using the swordfish air. It's very good to see. It got a good reach, and on this stage in particular, covers the platform that's on the center and the platform you're using it below. So very versatile tool here, as we've seen throughout this game. Alright, oh, we got ourselves another Danny down smash in air. An unwieldy beast, that is. It's so hard to use if you're unfamiliar, and ZingZangZoom is making it look easy as they are finding stock after stock with it throughout the evening. Speaking of stocks, they are one stock off, and they are doing a good job controlling this ledge away from Miity, not letting them get their way back onto the stage. Finding some control now. We'd hope that Miity is looking to try and get an extra gold bar in his pocket for a bit of dime gaming, but dime gaming has to be earned, unfortunately. You don't get money without working for it. And ZingZangZoom, living up to their name, just flying around the stage like it's a nobody's business. Using excellent use of the side B, and then a fence and floss to secure themselves a stock. But at this point, like, Miiti's like, alright, I'm 2 down, I'm gonna need a big comeback here. So he's going for gold. He's gonna try and get himself another dime, maybe a dime kill to go with it. It'll be hyped to see. But if I'm him, I'm looking to just space out ZingZangZoom a little bit, because the second we're seeing it now, right, gamers? We're seeing it now. When ZingZangZoom gets on you, he don't let go until you're in the blast zone. For real. This guy is kinda nuts. He is popping off in all the right ways. Got another one of these big combos coming out. Urken was the pick for ZingZangZoom coming into this game. And they didn't even pick the stage. Oh, trying to get a sledgehammer. That's how you know that it's like, you know, I'm like 2 stocks down. Let's have a bit of fun with it. If it works, then I've destroyed my opponent's mental and I've given myself a massive confidence boost in the rest of the set. And if it, you know, doesn't hit, then whatever, you used a bad move. It was never going to work anyway. That's the kind of plays you need to use more, gamers. Like, John yourself into a bad play so that you feel good about it. This is like a real thing. I ain't even making this up. You ever wondered why, like, people randomly use unblockables in Tekken? I mean, it's partly a mix-up. But that wasn't a mix-up. That was what we've been seeing all night. We see ZingZangZoom using another charge, dash attack, and securing themselves game 2. Squidward is back on the map. And it's not just Squidward, it is Jenny Gaming with the Tremorton Joyride. And once again, as soon as we begin, Squidward decides to get mad. And is going to be doing some wild plays as we saw earlier. Now, Danny Phantom, not as easy to lock down as Reptile was earlier in the evening. So, it's not going to be quite the kill at 10 seconds style games that we had earlier. I mean, Miity just has to say no kills in 10 seconds, but the script has been completely flipped by ZingZangZoom getting themselves a stock in the first 30 seconds of this one onto Squidward. We did observe earlier, this happened last time, did it not? Admittedly, the scores were the other way around, but Miity brought out Squidward game 4 and it just didn't go too well for them. It seemed that ZingZangZoom really had this character's number. Maybe this is who they were expecting Miiti's play throughout today's bracket. And they just did their homework. They know how to beat this character. And another play, I'm sure that if we could have seen, would have been very exciting. But they decided to have it in the blast zone where we can see them. Kind of a vibe, not gonna lie, you know. It's a big show of skill. If you can defeat your opponent without even being able to see him. I'll vibe with that. Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot of these style combos actually now that I've mentioned it. Danny wants you up in the blast zone, Squidward wants you up in the blast zone. Damage being dished out all around by both of these gamers, and ZingZangZoom shockingly not finding a stock there. This one will. There you go. But the other one was looking so damn certain. But Squidward wheelchair works in mysterious ways, and when they are full of rage, that one is on the house! They are securing themselves stocks, but they have a gap to close, as ZingZangZoom is A set is a game up and a stock up, and if they win this game, they are going to be going to that grand final reset that Miity does not want to have to face. They would much rather win 2 games in a row and get this set over with, as Squidward would say. I can't do a good Squidward impression, but I try. Now, using the bicycle in a very strange way, you can do weird reset-y things with it. I just don't think about it and have a fun time. But the one Squidward mechanic you do have to be very afraid of is when Squidward is angry. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too when he has that in his back pocket. And oh my god, the damage coming out there using the slime bar to reset his momentum. ZingZangZoom, a player who's been super fast all day, not capitalizing on what would have definitely been stock there, but Miity just stalling out his descent, getting a bit angry, making sure that they are moving a bit faster and a bit stronger, using the Squidward, all of the Squidward tool sets to perfect effect, and Miity just crumbling under the shield pressure that ZingZangZoom has to give up. That was either going to be stocked or fly into the blast zone. Either way, he lives, but this is scary territory for Squidward. One wrong move and they are out of this one. And Danny is making sure those one moves are coming out as they find a phenomenal slime-empowered Phantom Scream to reset bracket. Gamers, we are going to grand final reset. Alright, Jellyfish Fields is the first battleground for our grand final reset. Miity is back on Mr. Krabs. The Squidward did not quite do the job they needed it to. It was cooking a little, not gonna lie, but ZingZangZoom definitely doing a phenomenal job of matching the pressure it had to offer. And now it's up for Miity to respond in kind. This is gonna go either way. If you get 3 game wins, then you have won not just the set, but you have won the tournament. And considering that neither of these players have won NASB at ESC tournaments before, they're both looking for it. They are both 100% looking for it. And you know what else they're looking for? Coins. They are looking for a lot of coins. Or at least Miity is looking for a lot of coins, because they want to get their neutral B a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger. It doesn't really get faster, it stays the same speed. But it is a meter to keep an eye on, and ZingZangZoom wants it to not be a factor in this game, so they find themselves a pretty damn good stock. But Miity, he's collecting bars like it's nobody's business to get himself back up on that meter, but is the meter all there is, Eugene? Is the gold all there is, Eugene? Yo, the K-Roll Classic? Oh, I love seeing the Mr. Krabs down strong on ledge. That's, oh my god, he hit a sledgehammer! He did it! Wrap it up, folks. Mr. Krabs actually hit a forward smash in a game. Let's go. That was kind of crazy. That's kind of trash you love to see happening. That's wild. That's mad. That's a wasted slime bar there. Oh, that's rough. You never want to waste your slime bar. Especially when, as we pretty adeptly established, I feel, that ZingZangZoom, that was some badass movement. ZingZangZoom has been doing a good job of just matching a lot of these Mr. Krabs down Bs. Down Bs, what am I talking about? These Mr. Krabs side Bs when they've been coming out and just like dashing around stage and finding themselves in a much better position. But now, effectively spacing out ZingZangZoom using the bag, it has the 2 meters, and the 2 meters seems to be the nice place that Miity has been enjoying. Still fighting damage with it, but that move coming out from Danny, pretty darn strong. You do not want to be on the receiving end of that one. I'll tell you that for free. You don't need to give me any money from that big old bag for that one, alright? But you do need to find something, because you're currently 2 stocks down against ZingZangZoom, and ZingZangZoom is not looking to relent the pressure that they are currently dishing out. They have done such a good job, a phenomenal job even, of just getting a handle on Miity's playstyle and making them work for any of the wins that they're getting in this tournament, alright? ZingZangZoom is styling, he is schmoving, and with a dash attack like that, he is potentially, yeah, he is. Wait, oh, I had like a whole thing I was gonna go for there, but unfortunately the ledge was not reached, and ZingZangZoom goes 1-0 up in this reset. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Jenny Gaming! Woo! Let's have it! If your speakers did peak, I wholeheartedly apologize. But there is one thing that the 129 loves to see, and that is Jenny Gaming! And on Tremorton Joyride, no less! Gamers, I'll be real. This seems like the perfect match. This really does seem like the perfect match. But you see, we've been seeing ZingZangZoom doing so much work, dashing around, doing this crazy aerial combos. Do you want to know the best way to just shut all that down? Neutral air. Jenny neutral air. Somebody can gen me up if I get it wrong, but I believe it's either 3 frames or 4 frames to become active. That's disgusting, and it lingers a little bit and pushes them away. So good my microphone died, alright? The play was good enough my microphone died while I was saying it. Oh my god, I am so happy to see this adaptation. I was not expecting it. I really wasn't, and oh, Miity, he may have been stocked there, but you know, he got one before he went down, so he's feeling pretty good about it, I'm sure. Being batted around quite delicately here, but hey, look at that. An extra advantage that Miity has to play with here. Just sort of stall out some of these recoveries using the umbrella, using the down B for those Cartier lasers, and Dash just better job of controlling stage and comboing with the Psycho Buster. Oh, I'm so happy to see me some Jenny Gaming gamers. You don't know, it's been so long since Jenny's been played at NASB at ESC. She's like my favorite character, and nobody plays her anymore because she takes so much work to succeed on. Oh my god, this is so great. I'm having a wonderful time. I hope you're all having a wonderful time too. Whether you're watching it in chat live or you're watching the YouTube videos back. God damn, I am so hyped watching this set right now. Trying to get another one of the Psychic Busters, but not quite finding it there. Also doing some wild things, you know, if you're in hit stun, you might as well just use Jenny's like neutral to do something. Spot dodging the Phantom Flask and using the propeller hands to get a stock. Those propeller hands are deadly, by the way. Very good tool in NASB 1, or equally as good in NASB 2, but Jenny has been given quite a few strong tools to help her out in this game. She's got more kill potential, that's probably the biggest one. Ooh, I mean, maybe they get it back? This is Jenny. Yeah, they're back. Died to the up smash as soon as they got on stage. Jenny be like, I will recover from death. But nah, even though I'm like the 3rd heaviest character in the game, I will die here. Now there's a move I'm hoping to see get a bit of use here. Jenny's down strong on ledge, as we're seeing there. Didn't really amount to anything here, but deadly if you recover at the wrong angle. Danny should relatively be safe to it, I imagine, because they can just either phase through it or use their insane recovery tools to go above it. Good use of Slime Meter there in an aggressive way to play around, and using Jenny's fully actionable neutral beach, just control the space around ZingZangZoom from safety as they're trying to recover as well. Miity man, the stocks and the damage ain't selling this one justice. He's been playing phenomenal, but ZingZangZoom, I need to be singing his praises more in this one. He has done a great job of rising to the new challenge that is this Jenny Gaming. Getting out to a point where now a single to do strong and dash attacks is probably going to spell doom and make him go 2-0 up, but you know, will he recover? Yeah, I don't know why I questioned it. It's Jenny Gaming. But this could be a kill. And it is a kill! There it is! So despite the fact that I very biasedly spent that entire game hyping up Miity, it is ZingZangZoom who rises to the challenge, demolishes the Jenny Gaming, and puts themselves not just on set point, but tournament point for NASB at ESC 40. So. Oh, things are heating up. A very good stage to go for tournament point. It is the Miracle City Volcano, brought to you by the very exciting and exuberant tales of one Manny Ramirez, as we are heading up what could potentially be the last game of the tournament, because I'll be real, gamers. ZingZangZoom has been on an absolute tear today. They have done nothing but win. Alright, I mean, technically they lost at one point, but apart from the one loss, they have done nothing but one. They're currently 4-1 in their bracket run today. And if they can get a couple more of those in, or 3 more to be precise, they're going to make it a 5-1 tournament win. They are definitely looking for it, and they are putting in all the right kind of performances to get it. Getting Miity back on the Squidward as well. They probably feel a lot more comfortable on it, even if maybe ZingZangZoom has been doing better into it. I don't know. I hope this works out for Miffy, because honestly, it's a hard one to call this one, because both players have been doing such a great job tonight. It's been an absolute joy to watch them. And ZingZangZoom, not fighting that one, but really looking like they have Mickey's number at this point. I guess if you play... What are we at now? Ooh, this is game... We're at game 10 this evening, okay? No, we're at game 11 this evening. Once you've played 10 games and you're on the 11th, you kind of know a player, you know? You figured him out by then, I would hope. And ZingZangZoom, they're 2 stocks up. They are doing all the right shielding. They are getting all the right damage in. And they are DIing perfectly out of some of these Squidward chains. This is the character that they were ready for, okay? And Miity, they're getting more. Miity is definitely getting a few more plays. A couple of Miity plays, you could say. They have a lot more work to do. Squidward is good at putting in that work, though, because you can go absolutely bonkers with this silly little sausage of a character. And we're seeing a good couple of examples of it there. Reading the recovery on ledge, getting good damage and good launch, getting angry again. Covering the oh my goodness gracious! Miity is aware that this is potentially the last game if they mess up, so they are not keen on the idea of messing up. They take 2 stocks back to back to even the stocks, but... Oh, you've only made ZingZangZoom a little bit more angry, because they are starting to ramp up the plays, ramp up the damage, and ramp up the aggression as they are trying to chase above this platform. Not finding it quite, though, but we have 146 damage on Squidward's side. Yeah, fine with that. And here it is. If ZingZangZoom plays their cards right, this is Miity's final stock in this tournament. What can they do? We've seen already from this game alone that Squidward has incredible comeback potential. This could be Miity's time to shine and bring this game back in their favor so they can continue the bracket run. Either way, I'm happy. The stocks are even as I am saying this out loud. Literally, everything is coming true. Both of these players pretty much neck and neck. I don't know who's got enough gas in the tank to bring this one home, but I'm sure that you're beside me in saying that we want to see this one keep going. And we are excited to see what happens next. ZingZangZoom begins one of his combos, but Miity just using the bicycle to just stun his opponent out on platform. Ooh, DIing is so well to avoid some of these Danny combos, but some we just can't DI out of. And there it is! Ladies, gentlemen, everyone else in between and beyond, I would like to introduce you to the champion of NASB at ESC Tournament 40. Give it up for ZingZangZoom!